Sometimes in life, I think you just have to follow your instinct. It can lead you astray. In this case, it led us to Danse Macabre. Las Vegas came up fortuitously on Halloween, my favourite day of the year. We said, yes, let's play a show at Halloween. And of course you can't play a show on Halloween without it being Halloween-like. I suggested, why don't we just do a couple of covers? Maybe we'll do Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads.
I think Spellbound, Ghost Town and Paint It Black, they were important covers for us.
We also rehearsed new versions of some of our songs.
Like Waiting for the Night Boat, like Love Voodoo.
Shadows Are on Your Side and Secret October. We played the show in Vegas on Halloween and filmed it. And it turned out to be rather special. So after the show, we started looking at some of the film footage, which we were very pleased with. And that will be released as a full-length concert. But we also started to think we should put out an album.
And we thought that was such a successful moment. We wanted to kind of bring that into the studio.
Nick was like, I want to reboot Night Boat and Secret October were two older songs of ours that he felt would give the album shape.
Simon said, I'd actually really like to redo the vocals on a couple of things. And I said, well, I want to add a few more layers of texture and sound. So, in fact, it came to pass that we re-recorded all of the cover versions that we'd done for the Halloween show. We reworked about 6 or 7 Duran Duran songs. We added some cover versions, notably the Billie Eilish song, Bury a Friend. And then we wrote 3 new Duran Duran songs for the album.
We often talk about, you know, the pop songs and the groove songs and the radio-friendly songs, but there's always been a dark element.
Sounds great!
I know that laugh anyway.
We hadn't been in touch with Andy for a long time, and in advance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we reconnected. Simon and Josh go down to Ibiza and, you know, and work with him on sort of 6 songs. And it's great to have him have his, you know, just have his artistry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's giving a colour to the music.
Right, okay.
It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Nile definitely gets the best out of Duran Duran, and I think we get something special out of Nile because he loves being part of a band, and we welcome him into Duran Duran.
We had a very limited amount of time to make these recordings. We wanted 1 song, you know, 2 would have been lovely, but we got 3. And Nile, being Nile, got off a plane from Hawaii, came into the studio in London, and you know, gave us all like a masterclass in the 3-minute pop song.
Yeah. Well, I quite like the idea of doing something sort of super groovy and up, somewhere between the New York Halloween Parade, possibly slightly African rhythm.
Like, play your groove there, that's pretty...
You have to start somewhere when you're writing a song. Nowhere better than a drum loop.
The chords and the bass line came up. I came up with a vocal part. Roger obviously was playing drums.
John's always able to navigate a rhythm and find the best possible place to land those notes.
Nile played the guitar part.
If you look at a song like a painting, it's a blank canvas, and then you start to put the background in, and you give it some tone and some colour, and then the detail develops. You get a bass line, you get a guitar part, you get some chords and a synthesizer sound, then some lyrics, and they start to give a figure, a shape on the canvas. Before you know it, you've got a finished painting.
Can we just drop Rodgers and just do... Yeah? On 1, 2, 3, 4...
process. They go to B, and then go right to C. That's cool.
Into the black moonlight. It's a chorus.
We had Nile for a day. We knew it was going to be a party song.
It's quite difficult to write a song that's up-tempo, but still dark.
It's called Black Moonlight, and it's a spooky party song.
We wanted something special to identify the start of the song. I've always loved to do that, songs like Girls on Film. For Black Moonlight, Nile had said, I don't know, we just need a sound where it goes, meow. Synthesized car slowed down and voila.
A mad, crazy, chaotic Halloween procession.
The song was born.
When we were writing the new songs, we felt we should bring in some people to work with just to add a little more electricity in the room and keep us on our toes. Mr. Hudson was in town in London, so he came and worked with us on a couple of songs.
It was a curveball when I heard that we were doing a Halloween record. It was a relief to me that we were going to touch on it lightly. It was more going to just be a mood, something we could hint at harmonically and sonically. I haven't seen any pointy hats.
Having a subject, having a theme, it was really useful. We had the bass and the body of the drums, and it just wasn't there, and we needed all that shamanistic kind of like metal happening to just give it the rhythmic flavor.
I wanted something metallic and very hard. So I started playing this part, and everybody loved it.
The lyric on Danse Macabre is one of my favourite that Simon has ever written.
Danse Macabre, I would consider it more to be a spoken word vocal than a rap, and use intonation as the tune. So it goes, Halloween girl sees the day, brothers and sisters lead the way. You know, it's like, it has a tune, but it's understated, and that is spoken word.
We've created a new genre of underworld, mythological, deep, prehistoric, kind of cavernous music. I don't even know what genre this is. Ancient and futuristic at the same time.
Halloween girl sees the fray, brothers and sisters lead the way. Shackled to the rhythm, your soul is waved, so you better get down on your knees and pray.
We're still drawn towards innovation for videos, and right now the heart of that is undoubtedly AI. It's come a long way since we made the Invisible video a couple of years ago. For Danse Macabre, we used a remarkable animation program that was real bleeding edge at the time, and we were able to create these incredible creatures who became the Danse Macabre family.
If you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you don't mind.
It was amazing having all our significant guitarists back on one album together. Obviously Andy's input the first for a very long time, but then Warren Cuccurullo back in the house.
Hey everybody, WC here, and guess what? It's been 22 years, can you believe that? Why would I do the new Duran Duran project? Well, it enticed me from the very beginning, the concept of taking Halloween-themed songs and redoing them for 2023-ish, and having the original band members play on those songs. And hey, even a new song popped up called Danse Macabre, and hey Warren, you want to play on that one too?
Hi, I'm Bob Clearmountain, and I'm just putting the finishing touches on the mix for the new Duran Duran album.
I mean, one of the key players in the evolution of the sound of the album was Bob Clearmountain, you know, who we met at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He'd mixed Is There Something I Should Know that we didn't use, but we were kind of reunited with him, that we had this like moment in the dressing room, and Nick was like, how about we use Bob to mix the album? And he's like the king of the analog Start Me Up, you know, Le Freak, Avalon, had done these incredible sounding records. And that strangely brought the music into focus. Like Bury a Friend, the Billie Eilish song, is like way over here. Ghost Town is over here, you know, and in between you've got these Duran tracks. You needed a mixer that was somehow able to find that core quality, and just, it's made for a really exciting listening experience.
I love the energy that the backing vocals bring to this record. It was in fact Anna Ross and Rachel O'Connor, our touring band, who sung on the whole album, and I think Simon did a really spectacular job with the vocal arrangements. I had the title Danse Macabre in my notebooks quite early on. It seemed like the perfect mood for a Halloween album. There we are, a few months later, it's stuck. It's a bunch of photos that I bought from one of the last known seances in the UK in the 1940s. There were rolls of film. We had them developed and printed, some of them, and I just thought there's a charm and authenticity to them. The fact that people were going to all these lengths to try to cleverly fake these apparitions and ghostly happenings.
We have a real shared love of Psycho Killer.
When they told me it was a Psycho Killer,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Tina.
John was the one who really worked with her.
I'd met a couple of the guys from Måneskin, and I was like, what inspired you? And she was like, Tina Weymouth. I was like, really? So when Psycho Killer made the cut for the album, I thought, I'm gonna ask her if she'd like to have a bass off.
I thought I'd heard your voice on the album.
Yeah, but I'm only shouting.
I like that.
Yeah, shouting.
Will you shout
I
a
can.
bit?
Yeah, shouting.
Just on that, I think we should get her shouting.
We've been working with Josh Blair now for almost 20 years. He's an essential part of the Duran Duran machine.
Josh is really an incredible person to have in the room, and he was kind of let off the leash for this record.
He's a wonderful collaborator, and I think his understanding of the band has evolved.
Dom's been with us for 20 years now. And actually, his performance on this record, particularly the song Confession in the Afterlife, is spectacular.
At any given point, you know, we're all, certainly Nick, Simon and I are like dying to take control. I must make this mine, you know, but you know, and if we do, it won't work. It'll be a version, but it won't be the version, you know, and the version of the band has to have, you know, this balance of elements.
Albums can often take us 3, 4, 5 years to do. The last time we did an album in about 3 months was the first Duran Duran album. And this time with Danse Macabre, we had no option but to do the album quickly because it needed to be out by Halloween 2023. But I'm really proud of everybody in our team for just focusing and being able to pull that off.